Hi everyone, Jean Bromage of Reiki Essence Healing Arts, in case you are new to me and my work. And today I'd like to share some reflections about the full moon in Cancer, which is our first full moon of 2026, and also to take you through a short guided visualization around clearing and opening a sacred space within yourself, but also clearing and creating a sacred space within your home to support yourself in whatever energies you need in order to feel safe in forging ahead with whatever intentions you have set for yourself as we enter a new year. So, the archetypal themes of Cancer are around the home, but it's also about feeling at home within yourself to have that sense of safety, and within that space, that inner space of feeling safe within yourself, that you can then open up and really deepen your connection to access new awareness and new wisdom through your own vulnerabilities. Because the archetype of the crab is it's got this shell around it to keep itself protected, but inside is the very tender and sensitive animal inside the shell. And so without the shell, the crab experiences vulnerability in nature. So the idea of feeling anchored within yourself and enough to be able to allow your true nature, your authentic desires to unfold in that with that sense of safety as you move forward in the world. Um, it's about connecting with your actual physical home. We have, this is a really great time of year for clearing out old energy. And so in the guided visualization, I'm going to take you through calling in just a gentle flowing light to come through your being, but then to expand out through every corner in your home and to visualize that clearing. Um, when I work with people in with distance Reiki, when we practice distance Reiki, I will, especially if a patient's going in for surgery, I will oftentimes then connect with the space where the surgery is happening and invite the Reiki energy to come through to clear any old and energy that won't be supportive of the patient and to clear that energy out so that the patient is then in a safer energetic space for the best possible outcome for them. And so I'll oftentimes do that also not just in surgical rooms, but also in my own home. We do a space clearing technique, or if I'm about to enter an unfamiliar space, I might use this visualization to help support to clear a space before coming into it. Cancer is also about the mother archetype. And so, again, this is about feeling at home within yourself and to feel supported and nourished. And again, when we have that sense of anchoring within ourselves and feeling safe within ourselves, then we can receive that archetypal energy of the mother to come through and to receive whatever energetic nourishment that we need. And here's the thing is that going into the new year, oftentimes this is a time of reflection, a time of setting any intentions for the shifts, the changes, the things we want to be, do, or have. And so much of our lives are centered around the striving, the reaching out, the grasping for what it is that we want. And there's less focus on the person that we're becoming within that process. And so when we do have that deeper connection and that sense of safety to explore the parts of us that are vulnerable and to explore some of the aspects of ourselves that we haven't really paid attention to, that hold the wisdom that we need to keep evolving and growing, then this full moon is a really wonderful opportunity to shed light on that inner wisdom around the person that you're becoming as a result of those intentions that you're setting for yourself. Um, so, for example, open-heartedness is one of my intentions for the new year, and to forge new relationships and connections out in the world. And so one of my rituals is going to be centered around letter writing to the people I already know, to share my reflections of appreciation for them. And so that I am each week just connecting within, but then also taking that open hearted energy within myself to then connect with somebody else through a pattern of gratitude and appreciation. So for the guided visualization, I'm just going to invite you to just sit back wherever it is you're sitting, or you might be lying down, and to just gently drop your eyelids so you don't have to hold them closed. You could even have them open, but just soften your gaze. So it's really about bringing your attention back within yourself. And then you might wish to place your hand on your lower belly, just below your belly button, and take a nice deep inhale. And as you inhale, just expanding your lower belly. And then on the exhale, just imagining a gentle ball of white light expanding out through your body. And another deep inhale into your lower belly. And on the exhale, just allowing this gentle light to flow through your being, flow through every cell of your being, and out into your immediate energy field, just a few inches out from your body. Just allowing this ball of light to grow bigger and bigger until it encompasses your entire body and expands out even a few more inches. So now it's expanding out to a foot or two all around your body, creating this beautiful expanse of white light. And as this light opens and expands and begins to flow gently through your body, just make note of any places. Just scan your body and note any places where you might be holding tension, some areas of your actual physical body that might be tight or closed off. Perhaps you're feeling closed off in one of your energy centers, whether it's the Hara centers or the chakras. And just making note of where you might feel tight or constricted, or where your energy might be a bit closed off. And then just with the breath, inviting those areas to just open and just relax and allow it to receive a little more deeply this flow of white light. And then just ask yourself, what is ready to be released in order to help you feel safe enough to connect with the softer places within you, the places that feel more vulnerable or awkward, so that you can explore those parts of yourself to feel a little safer within your being, have a little more clarity on where you're headed, what it is you most desire, what shifts you really are truly ready for. Not just with your head that you're ready for it, but with your whole being, you know that you're ready for those shifts and changes. And you feel so safe within your being that you're willing to take whatever risks, big or small, that are needed to move forward. And now, as you're opening and clearing those places within yourself, still connecting with your lower belly so that you feel strong, centered, and anchored within your being. I now invite you to visualize a sphere of white light, an orb of white light, just floating within the room that you're sitting in. And this white light, the sphere of, or orb of light, is here to help cleanse your own physical space within your home, but to also anchor a sense of energetic safety within your home. So that as you come and go each day, moving forward into the year, you can feel a sense of energetic safety within your personal space. And even if your home is a big mess right now, there's a lot of clutter, you can still clear the energy and still anchor a sense of openness and safety. And perhaps your goal this year is to clear out some of the clutter or to do some home projects. So to allow this energy to come through, to open and clear so that you can get these projects done in the perfect timing for you. So now invite this orb of white light to move into one corner of your room. And as you visualize this orb of light, just invite it to move down from the ceiling to the floor in that corner of the room, helping to clear out any stagnant energy in that corner. And as it does, this column of white light appears in that corner. And then this orb of white light returns back up to the top. And then it moves across the corner of the ceiling and the corner that connects the ceiling and the wall. And it moves across the top of the wall. And then it just gently moves down the next corner of your space, from the ceiling to the floor. And again, another column of white light appears in that corner. And then do the same for the next wall. So allowing that orb of white light to move across the top of the next wall. And then moving down the next corner of your space. And as it does, it forms another column of white light. And then moving up and moving across the next wall, down the corner, forming a fourth column of white light. And then finally moving across the top of the final wall, and then coming back over and connecting with that first column of white light. that you called in. And so now you are sitting in a room with 4 columns of white light anchoring into your space. And you are feeling extremely grounded, centered, and connected to both yourself and the space that you're sitting in. And now this orb of white light comes to the middle of the room and it transforms into a vortex of white light, just gently spinning in the middle of your room. And it's opening and clearing and cleansing any other stagnant energy in your space. And as it's doing this, you're just feeling lighter and lighter and open and expansive within your being. Your heart, if you wish to place your hand on your heart, feeling that expansiveness in your heart, feeling a lightness come rising up within you. And then you can always then continue to go room by room in your home if you have multiple rooms. And you can do this visualization in each of your rooms. But for now, we're now going to allow this vortex of white light to come back to the orb of light, and then just letting it dissolve and disappear. Thanking this energy, the spiritual energy that's come through you and into your space to create a sense of openness, connection, vulnerability, wisdom. And you may wish to continue to just sit and bask in this flow of energy and to see what's coming up for you, what wants to unfold within you as you reflect on your intentions for this year. So you may wish to pause this video and continue, or you may wish to close up the session and gently open your eyes. So I want to thank you for joining me for this guided visualization. If you are in the New York City area, we have our very first in-person Reiki circle coming up on Thursday, January 22nd from 6:30 to 8 p.m. If you've come to the Reiki circles before, we're structuring it a little differently moving forward. We're calling it an energy reset circle. And while we'll have some of the same elements that we did before, with offering the Reiki chair sessions as well as the Reiju blessings, we are also going to month by month have a new theme for the circles. So each month is going to have a different theme. And at least 2 of my Reiki master graduates will be helping to lead these circles. And in the first circle, we're going to be talking about the numerology of 2026. And you'll receive guidance on not only that this is a 1 year for the collective, but you'll also receive guidance on what your actual personal number for this year will be and how that relates to what's going on with the collective. So each month is going to have different activities. Some months we might have things like sound baths or a shamanic journey, connecting with spirit guides and the ancestors. So a little bit of astrology like I do with these videos, but from the standpoint of applying it to our own energetic self-care. So I hope you can join me. The link is in the comments. And in the meantime, I wish you a happy, blessed 2026, and definitely I invite you to receive in the blessings of this full moon in Cancer. Have a beautiful day.